Board, you are live.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Planning Board. I call to order the Planning Board for Thursday, May 9th, 2024. The first item on our agenda are the minutes of April 11th, 2024. Are there any questions or corrections? If not, I would entertain a motion to approve. That I have that motion? So moved. Thank you. Do I have a second? Second. All in favor? Oh, great. And the next item on our agenda is the minor subdivision at Gladys Collier Revocable Trust, 26 Jericho Road. Is the applicant present?
Good morning, board. Okay. Billy Hajak with the village. The applicant's not present, and we had this on the agenda in the event that they resubmitted a new subdivision map before the meeting. And we haven't received anything yet. Okay. So there's really no action for the board to take on this application at this time. We're just in a holding pattern waiting for the applicant. Okay.
So we'll put that in the holding pattern. Yep. And then the next item on our agenda is a lot line modification at Dunmere Lane Properties 2 and Dunmere Lane Properties number 357 to 59 Dunmere Lane. Is the applicant present? Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Mary Jane Asado, Burke Flanagan Asado, 21 South Main Street for the applicant.
Thank you.
The application before you is the boundary line modification and land transfer. I had submitted the maps way in advance, and if you look at it, the previous owners had obtained multiple variances to create these two non-conforming lots. There was a tortuous line. You can see it's like a snake that weaves around existing buildings. I believe that it was done for estate planning purposes, to create two properties with lane rights, and they already had existing structures, so they had to work around these structures. What we're proposing here are two totally conforming in area and building envelope lots. We want to remove all of the improvements on the, I don't know which side it is, I believe it's noted.
57. North side. West side.
The west side.
Yeah.
So all of that's going to be removed. The only thing that will remain are the two buildings on the second lot. So basically you would have two totally conforming lots. Whatever new construction would go there would have to conform in all respects to current zoning. We're not seeking to maintain or keep any variances. So I think really for planning purposes here in the village, this is a win-win scenario. Anything that would be done to these buildings, which are old, would require variances anyway, and it just doesn't make any sense. With the land here available, it's better to make two regularly shaped lots. We are before the the health department. So you're talking about fully new septic system for anything that would be new, that would be constructed here. So without belaboring, I do believe that you have a report from your planner. If you have any questions, I'll certainly answer them. And by the way, we have no issues with tearing down before the map is filed, because obviously, you don't want buildings that are going to cross lines of something that you already approved. So if you would give a preliminary approval saying we would approve this conditional upon before you can file any map, obviously we need health department approval, but you have to have all of the buildings on that second lot, everything removed that you said, and your building inspector would have to inspect to confirm that. And once that is done, you could sign the Mylars that we have, for filing. Do you have any questions?
Any questions, board members? No.
I don't have any questions. I think this is very straightforward and a win-win.
Right.
Planning in the future of this property, one with map 2 or 2 that make more sense. Angular, there'll be less setbacks for more zoning variances on the properties ongoing. So I think this is a very good simplified solution.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Billy, comments?
Yeah. Hi, good morning, board members. Billy Hajak again, the village. This is from a planning perspective. This is a good project. It's creating rectangularly shaped lots. I think this is more process and procedure at this point.
Okay.
Procedurally, we have to obtain comments from the fire department. It's just a code requirement.
Right.
I don't expect any issues. There's adequate fire suppression, in the area there's public water, and there are no common driveways proposed, so I don't think there's going to be any issues, but we technically do have to get comments from the fire department. And for a lot line modification, we treat them as minor subdivisions or sub-waivers, and the board has the ability to waive certain requirements as part of a sub-waiver review. And one of those requirements is a public hearing. So the board has to decide whether or not they'd want to hold a public hearing on this matter or waive the public hearing. Historically, the board has held hearings on lot line modifications just to ensure that there's no concern. Here, I can't imagine there would be, but it's just something that you'd have to decide on. And then as Mary Jane Assato mentioned, it's just formulating the conditions of the approval and ensuring that things are done correctly before the map is filed.
Okay.
Other than that, I have no real comments.
Yeah, I just have one question. The apron, that's the existing apron on 55, I think it is. Is that the proposed entrance and egress from the property?
Again, there used to be a driveway here.
Yes.
And they
These are related entities, and they did remove the driveway that went into the lot, what is now Lot 1. And I believe that they are not proposing a new driveway cut, but I will ask them. Would you prefer another driveway cut?
So right now, they're going to be using a common driveway for both properties?
I believe so.
Well, I think that's preferable from a planning perspective.
If they want to share a driveway, they can do that.
Yeah. If they
I said for the time being, I believe they want to share a driveway because it's the same family. But
that makes sense.
so, I mean, these two properties, although they're different entities, are the same family.
Right.
And so I believe that they really wanted to just have one driveway cut for the time being. So if you want to, I mean, Billy and I can talk that so long as they were in sort of common ownership, that would continue. And I mean, we will come up, we'll agree to anything that's reasonable.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
I think it's beneficial on this street that you don't have multiple cuts for the time being. I mean, it's really not, I think that's actually a preferable thing for the village, in my opinion.
It is.
It sounds like that, but I didn't think that they want the limitation in the future.
No, I don't think they want a common driveway limitation, but right now I know that, and this is going to be a family compound, so as I said, we don't know what I can't read the future,
Right.
but for the immediate future, or certainly, it's going to be a single common driveway. That's what they've been doing right now. So.
Okay. Great. Thank you. Okay. So board members, we have, Billy, we have the procedural items that are coming up with the fire department. And as far as this lot line modification, I would recommend to the board, and it's up to the board, to go ahead and have a public hearing on this. I think that's good. This way, everybody is satisfied in the neighborhood and we don't have any problems. They'll see it, you could explain it, and everything will be much more copacetic.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So then we'll just proceed.
We'll proceed and schedule the hearing at the next available.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Let me know.
Sure. Thank you. Tom, any comments?
Yeah, that's
No.
which does all the noticing.
Thank you.
I'll just mention that eventually, Tom Creato for the village. Good morning, board members. Just eventually, the addresses, there'll be two for 911 services.
Yes.
There'll be two numbers posted. But that's just we'll see later on.
Stay the same.
And that's number 57 and 59.
Well, it depends if they'll stay the
I think
same.
they'll stay the
They'll
same.
stay the same.
With lot line modification.
So they would just have a driveway.
So one will say 57, the other one 59, or something like that, right?
Yeah, just because when
The numbers will stay the same with lot line modifications. The tax map numbers actually, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think when we do a transfer and merger, they actually keep the tax map numbers the same as well. However, the driveway is going to have to clearly note that it's 57 and 59 for emergency services.
that would be
So
my
they
point,
know
yes.
that they come up that driveway. And I don't think the applicant is going to have any problems with that. Certainly, if there is, an unfortunate where emergency services have to call, they're going to be wanting somebody to get there.
Of course.
And it'll be duly noted. In other words, it'll have sign 57,
Yes.
59, even though it's a common driveway.
So, yeah.
Right. Okay. That was my concern.
Yeah,
And that, it makes great sense.
absolutely. Okay,
Thank
well,
you.
thank you. Board members, any other comments on this application? Billy, everybody? Okay,
Good.
all right. Then this concludes our agenda for today. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? Great. See you all at the next meeting. Thank you all.
Thank you.